the starter on this, specifically the relay, which is located 2012. It's crammed down in this wonderful little pocket, which is a complete misery to get to, like so. And she's got 2 wires and 2 30-amp fuses, and then you got this right here. So let's go ahead and be fucking careful with this so I don't ground this shit out, but more importantly, let's see which one's the battery. So I got a trusty multimeter here set on DC volts for 20 volts. So let's test that out. We'll see here if this will show us what we want to know. So we find a ground on the body, and one side of this will be battery. So battery is apparently this one. And when you operate the starter, this side will get power. You'll notice no power here, no power here. Now this right here, this is our this is the relay, the solenoid. So if we go across that while trying to start it, and there's nothing preventing it, such as a safety switch, then what we should end up seeing is some voltage. So let me go to start, and real quick, let me make sure she's in neutral because she won't start otherwise. And see, there we go. So she starts up, she has power. Now that's nothing. Now there's one other thing we're going to do here. Shut her off. I'm going to show you, so right here, on this leg, as I go to start, we should see the voltage raise up if the solenoid's working to the starter. So we got to turn it back to on. Listen to that pump go, and we'll hit it. And there she goes. That's as expected. Now let's look at testing this wonderful, wonderful setup here. My eyes are killing me. Let's shut her back down. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to ohms. I'll go with 2K. I'm going to look across this solenoid and see what we get, because we should get, I don't like that, let's go to 200 ohms. So if you got a good solenoid, on the coil you'll get a resistance, and 46 ohms. So that's about what I expect. So I'm going to button this back up. So here's the deal with that. If you can't start, the first thing you would do is check your solenoid across the bottom, which is the last thing I did, to check and verify that you do have your 40, 50, 60, 30 ohms of resistance. And if you do, more likely than not, your solenoid, at least the coil, is good. Then you would check for the voltage across the 2 big fat terminals in here. You know, this one's a battery, this one's a starter. And if you get voltage across these 2 when you're trying to start it, then more likely than not your solenoid, the relay portion of it, is working fine too. In which case you would need to go and look at your starter next. Now if you're not getting power to the solenoid, then more likely than not you got bigger problems with something else, you know. And that would have to be addressed before you can continue on. You know, something such as a, what would I think? Something like some of the switches for, like the side stand or the neutral position switch. Those would cause that kind of issue. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll get more of those coming out to you.